would just say, like, she handles it with grace, and the pressure that she's put on every single night to perform at the level that she does, it's inhumane, really, like, to expect people to be perfect and to not have off games or off nights. And if she doesn't go like 8 for 10 from 3, like, people are questioning things. It's unfair to have to deal with that, but I'm sure she has like a great team around her and great people to help her, and I know she's a great person at dealing with it, and just tuning out the noise and just continue to be there for herself and for her team. But I mean, the expectations, and it's tough when you listen to it, so I'm sure she has a great way of tuning it up.
Do you feel,
you know, just trying to be that kind of soundboard for her and that voice, having gone through something kind of similar, and you know, knowing obviously it's really unfortunate that we don't have her, but you know, she means a lot more to the game than just showing up and playing, and I think you're able to see that with just the excitement in Indy right now, regardless of if she's playing or not.
I'm happy for her to be in this league, obviously. I'm happy that she's brought a whole bunch of new eyes along with Angel Reese, and continuing to bring those fans. I mean, to be at the Fever game and for the game to be sold out like that, I'm not sure if every single one after has been sold out, but I know it's been close, and she's gonna turn into a really, really great pro. But also, people need to give her a little bit of time to be up and down and kind of figure it out, and also realize, like, there's an adjustment when you go from college to pro in any level. But as you could see, her last game, she had like 30 points, and she's starting to get more comfortable.
I was at a restaurant with my 2 friends from Notre Dame in South Bend, and this guy came up to me and was like super excited and was like, "Oh my goodness, are you Caitlin Clark?" And I was like asked me if I could get a signature, a picture, and I was like, it's just not, it's not me, you know?
Clark from the logo!
You know, life would be easier if I could do everything from the logo.
Allow me to assist.
Pickles. It worked! Buckets. Now that's a tomato. Sheboygan.
The answer is Sheboygan.
They match. P-E-Z-O-L.
Bottom row?
From the low.
Me and Caitlin are really good friends. We get along really well. We've had some great interactions. I just absolutely love what she does on the court, off the court. When I watch her play and the way she goes about her business, there's this seriousness about it that I love.
You know, she's taken this game to new heights, and it's been amazing to watch and follow her. And you know, it's only going to get better for our league and for Caitlin.
Who should get the next signature shoe in the W?
Oh, Caitlin, of course. Yeah, I mean, I know she has some
like PEs.
Yeah, PEs, little colorways, but you could do that on Nike ID. I mean, the next Caitlin shoe should be the next one, and you know, my kids will be wearing it. I love these kids. What Caitlin's done in the last 3 years, 4 years, is just mind-blowing. The way she's taken her popularity, her fame, and really moved the game forward. But the thing I love the most about her is she loves the game of basketball. She works at it. She plays at a level that no one has reached yet in the WNBA. So, you know, to me, I think she's going to take this league.
You want to talk about the Team Clark comment? The t-shirt, just United front, was determined this morning. Not to tattletale, but 0 members of Team Clark were very present for that.
That really needed to be mentioned.
I'm trying to make a situation light, okay? I made a really bad joke because of the shirts, because of the fans. I should have known it was a way more serious moment than a typical All-Star game. Questions came in and it was like, CBA, this. And I honestly, Birdie, was like, happy-go-lucky, we won. Hey, like, Team Clark, they didn't make it to the meeting either. You know, like, just like making a joke, trying to make the room lighter. You don't even get to respond. And if you do, you seem defensive. That's why I didn't even say anything. So you just have to let it go. Thick skin. Oh, I made a bad joke. Yeah, I made a really bad joke. Tough one. And I should have, like, hindsight 2020, because of the shirts, because of the fans, like, I should have known it was a way more serious moment than a typical All-Star game. Yeah. Because I went into that press conference very, like, happy-go-lucky, we won, you know? And then had a great weekend. Like, my family's here. It was just a great time. And so the questions came in and it was like, CBA, this. And I honestly, Birdie, was like, hey, like, Team Clark, like, they didn't make it to the meeting either. You know, like, just like making a joke, trying to make the room lighter.
Because they were hungover. That was the joke, yes?
Yeah, even though they called, yeah, sorry. I was making a joke that they were hungover, even though our team nickname was hungover.
Yes.
Yes. So it's like, at least we made it.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're all on the same page. We all wore the shirts, like, we're all unified.
I do think she's doing a great job, and I would just tell her, like, I'm proud of you. Keep doing your thing and try to blend out the noise. Everyone has some type of different noise around them, and it looks different for everyone. And she's just now, like, all eyes on her. And what I hope for her is that she still knows that there's a community of women around her that want her to succeed. Not everyone wants someone to fail. Because if you want someone to fail, like, you're jealous, you're not great if you want someone else to fail, because you can't prove your own greatness, in my opinion.
Caitlin Clark, she isn't playing in this first season of the league, but she has said she's open to playing. What is it going to take to get a Caitlin Clark to play next season?
I think everything we're doing, you know, for Caitlin, like, I feel like it's just been such a whirlwind, like, coming from college and all that came with that to, you know, being in her first WNBA rookie season. Like, it's just a lot to handle, and there's no break, especially for the rookies. They play for like 18 months straight or something crazy like that, just because going from both seasons. And so I know she really needed that little mental break from basketball for a little bit, but all we can do is show her what we have, and I think what we have here is really special, and of course we're always going to have a spot for her, and hopefully we can make it work in the future.
It's just the structure of the way media plays out race. I'm going to be very honest. I feel really bad because I've seen so many players of color that are equally as talented, and they never got the recognition that they should have. And I think right now, it is time for that to happen. So last night, we read Time magazine where Caitlin Clark was named Athlete of the Year. Why couldn't they have put the whole WNBA on that cover and said, the WNBA is the league of the year because of all the talent that we have? Because when you just keep singling out one player, it creates hard feelings. And so now you're starting to hear stories of racism within the WNBA, and I don't want to hear that. We have got to operate and become stronger as a league and respect everybody that's playing.
Who's, like, the hardest to scout against?
Oh, geez, that's a good Asia, I think Asia's really hard to defend. she needs a crowd around her. I think Caitlin Clark is really hard to guard, when she's healthy. Just her ability. She gave us a lot of handful this year, and, she can shoot it from way out, but she's can pass it, and I think she's been a tough one. But yes, it's analytically driven and trying to work it out. But sometimes the analytics may say, yeah, go under on her. She's not shooting so well. And okay, well,
Has the
then
best
she's
game
just
of her life. Yeah.
She's just made 5, shots. But what? No, let's change it. That's when I'm I always say analytics, it's great information. It gives you knowledge, but then sometimes you got to see. Yeah, non-shooter. She can't shoot it, and they make 3 in a row. You're like, okay, let's play a little closer now. Come on. That's when you think, you just got. This is what I see. That's why I say I'm human driven and data informed.
They want her to be the representation of their racism and their view on the world, and she's not like that. And I think you have to be careful when you say the Fever fans, because I don't think it's the Fever fans. I think it's the people that wanted Caitlin Clark to be a certain type of way, and they thought that she was, and so they became Caitlin Clark fans, assuming that, and then they realized oh no, she's actually not racist.
She's so talented and she draws so much attention, and then what's so underrated about her is her passing. Tonight she was able to get to the foul line a lot, which supplemented her offense, but I thought we did a pretty good job.
I knew she was going to be great, and I knew that we needed a really great point guard to give us a shot, right? That we had some other pieces, but when you got her, that's when you started to really see that this kid was wired so differently and what she could do. She makes the extraordinary ordinary.
I believe growing her physical strength and her ability to exist in spaces against bigger, stronger athletes than what she faced in college. So obviously future Hall of Famer, and has had a great impact on the game already.
Yeah, she made 7 threes, and she makes pretty good decisions with the ball. She looked like somebody that had her shooting legs back a little bit. I don't think it's a surprise to anybody that she can make shots. They had a brutal schedule, not just who they played, but the amount of games. And I know she had 30. We had to foul her a couple times at the end, but she had kind of 2 hot streaks in the game, and otherwise I thought we made it tough, and we showed a lot of hands and we deflected passes.
Everybody's been watching Caitlin. She's a great player. She's playing at a very high level, especially with her assists. There's a lot of shots she turned down because she was looking for her teammates. That just speaks volume of how she is as a player. Don't know her as a person, but she's a great player. What she does, what she's been doing it since game 1 till now. Got nothing but respect for her. She did her thing tonight. Just awesome all around.
In the head the play before, and it was just like one of those things that was in the heat of the moment. I don't know Caitlin. I don't know her from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is hoops. It's competitive, and this is basketball. And you're playing against somebody like me. I classify myself as a dog. So if you're gonna throw a punch, then I'm gonna compete with you. I'm gonna play at the level that you're given. So that's just a player that I am.
I played in the WNBA for 10 years, and when you are a #1 pick, which I was, you do have a target on your back. You came into the league as a top dog in college, and now professional players whom you're going up against want to show you why they are on top. This path is not for the weak. What we love about Caitlin is the same thing that we love about Diana Taurasi, the all-time leading scorer in the WNBA. They talk trash, and they have the game to back it up. Caitlin was just named Rookie of the Month, averaging 17 points per game and 6 assists. She is holding her own, and guess what? She talks about it.
Yeah, not yet. No, obviously unfortunate about Caitlin's not into this game, but she's going to still have a great impact on this team. I will give the coaching hat to her as much as she wants, to be quite honest. So, we're going to play around with it a little bit. It'll be fun to, I think you've seen it with the Fever. She's been very active on.
They want to go back and go 2-on-2. Steph and Clay. Who would your partner be?
I mean, if I would have to choose, I'm taking Caitlin Clark on my team.
Oh, there we go.